Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full-time
MMA.
Boo, 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 boo. Holy smokes, full-time family. Azaitar just got a unanimous decision victory over Vitor Miranda at UFC Hamburg. This was a fun fight. The first round, Azaitar was throwing bombs at Vitor Miranda. I mean, he was throwing them at his head, at his body. Not all of them were connecting, but you could tell if they would have been fight enders, man. He was throwing with power. He was throwing with a lot of power, and also he was throwing a lot of strikes in the first round. I was getting a little worried, like, yo, is he going to be able to keep this pace up for the whole fight? But Vitor Miranda actually in the second round was able to get the fight to the mat at one point, and that's really where his advantage seemed to be. And whenever Azaitar would reverse the position, and even when Azaitar did have top position on the mat, Vitor Miranda would go for some submission attempts that had Abu in trouble a couple of times. Like there was one deep armbar, I believe that was in the third round actually, where man, it was a nail biter. That armbar looked like it was locked in, but Azaitar, man, he willed through it. He was able to defend it and then reverse position and actually come out on top in the third round. So I had the first and the second round for sure for Azaitar. Second round was a little closer, but it was still a fun fight. We still got the co-main event and main event coming up at UFC Hamburg, but this was a great performance from Azaitar. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And this is the hardest working MMA channel on YouTube. We provide daily updates, predictions, betting advice, we do songs, we do fantasy fights. We've interviewed Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Bruce Lechemedio, and Felony Charles Bennett, all in just 1 year as an MMA channel. We're one of the fastest growing MMA channels on the net, but we're still small, so make sure you guys go check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo if you want to learn how you can become a full-time MMA black belt. And while you're there, you can see where this MMA channel started from, some of the goals we have for the channel, and even more cool videos just like this one if you enjoyed it. So thanks again to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button, and also if you're just lurking and this is your first time seeing a video, appreciate that as well. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG!